In any given interaction, and by an interaction in this context I mean one that's not working particularly well, in any given interaction I'm 51% responsible for the outcome of that interaction. Now why 51%? What on earth is the thinking behind that? Why is it important? Well, simply if we're totally responsible for something, we take on all the responsibility for a relationship, we're being, from a psychological standpoint, neurotic. You know, we're taking all the responsibility. That isn't reasonable. It's not all about us. It takes two to sort a situation out, and that's obviously not going to get anywhere. The 50% isn't much cop because it doesn't really mean that something's definitely going to change. It's a stalemate. And obviously anything below 50 means we're not going to do something. We're waiting for them to do something, which is really not managing anything at all. It's being a little bit immature. So the 51% is just that piece which enables us to be more adult, for us to be mature, whatever our feelings are about that individual or about the situation, and realise that the greater good for the team, for the business, for the organisation, is that the resolution is sorted out, that we move forward together on an amicable basis, and it needs sorting. And also if I operate from that professional, that adult frame of 51%, taking some responsibility and offering some solution, offering the potential to collaborate to create a solution, or to compromise, you know, to maybe give away some of the ownership of something in order to create something together. By doing that, I am going to look much, much more professional. I'm going to look much more like a very good manager and leader than if I was just to have sour grapes and not deal with it. So the 51% is to avoid stalemate. It's to allow us to think, wait a minute, I'm going to take some power and control here, I'm going to exercise my management and leadership ability, and I'm going to offer to compromise or to collaborate to create solutions with this individual in the best way I can. Now, of course, stalemate can happen anyway. There are two people involved. If they want to go and lock themselves in a cupboard and not really interact with you in a constructive way, that's up to them. And certainly one of the things that we can do, which comes back again to this idea of mindsets for thinking, mindsets for different things, mindsets for meetings and so forth, is what mindset do we have for that 51% rule. And the mindset needs to be one, I think, again, if we can, of sort of that servant leader. Not that we're falling over, not that we're you know, lying on the floor with our legs in the air saying, you know, I give up, it's up to you. This isn't about that. It's about collaboration, working together to form a bigger outcome than we can either do on our own, or to compromise so that we trade off against one thing against another in order to create a solution. And that's the adult, that's the pragmatic, that's the leadership way of dealing with issues. And the 51% rule, in any given interaction, I'm 51% responsible for the outcome of that interaction. It's that rule that can remind us about how to move forward in situations where there are misunderstandings and conflicts, and do something to make that difference. That's enough for this video. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to the next one. Thank you.